A sunny day in the East Bay for the lone game in the USL Championship on this Sunday. From the Oakland Coliseum, it's the Oakland Roots playing host to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Today's game is presented by Ava Community Energy. For the former pro striker Ricky Lopez-Espin, I'm Josh Eastern. Standings in the Western Conference sees Oakland on the outside looking in right now. They do have games in hand. They are 6 points behind Colorado Springs, got a big win last night at home against Monterey Bay. Warm-ups are brought to you by UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital. The Oakland Roots getting in the win column last week and ended a 4-game winless run in all competitions, and now looking to kickstart things into the back end of the season. It was last week, Maury Donor got a big goal.
It was a really good goal for Maury Donor, a really good result for the Oakland Roots. Yes, you scored the goal, but you also got a clean sheet against the Monterey Bay side. So for Benny Failhaber, that is something that you can build a foundation on here at home at the Coliseum.
For the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, it has been tough sledding on the road this year, just one win.
Hasn't been the best for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, but one thing that you and I know about Bob Lilly is that he's going to have his side organized. He's going to have his side motivated to take down an Oakland Roots side because, like Pittsburgh Riverhounds, they want to continue to push up the Eastern Conference.
The standings in the Eastern Conference see Pittsburgh in 7th spot right now, and still a chance to move up those standings, get a little bit closer to Detroit in 6th. 3 points today could go a very long way for clinching a playoff spot, much like Charleston and Louisville have already done this season. Getting you set for first kick today from the Coliseum. It's East versus West. It's the Oakland Roots and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds lineups, and first kick coming up next.
Eating a balanced diet and being physically active are two of the most important things that you can do to be healthy at any age. Fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins can help control your weight and prevent heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Regular exercise can help boost your mood, digestion, and sleep. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Oakland Roots encourage you to eat right and get active. For additional healthy tips, visit oaklandrootssc.com/anthem.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It doesn't just have great bones. It was the backbone of your community. So you breathe in new life, grinding away to make space for tomorrow, for your people. This isn't just a restoration. It's a revival. Because you're always willing to double down on your neighborhood. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
O city by the bay, let hope renew.
Love shall fill the streets of more than a few.
From every direction, let us converge.
A symphony of love leading a glorious surge.
O city by the bay, let hope renew. Brilliant minds set us apart. A new course we shall chart.
O San Francisco, be mighty, be proud. In love-filled hearts, may hope ring loud.
Today's game is presented by Anthem Blue Cross. Players taking to the field on a sunny afternoon from Oakland, California. The Roots and the Riverhounds just about set to kick things off. Today's lineup Players on the field just about ready to go for first kick on a 75-degree day here in Oakland. Couldn't ask for anything better, Ricky. A beautiful day here at the Coliseum. Last night, a big fixture at the Coliseum. Saw 40,000 people here. A 0-0 draw in an international friendly between El Tri, Mexico, and Japan. Looking for maybe a few more goals in this one this afternoon. Our referee today is Eligio Areguin. And both teams in their familiar colors, the black and yellow Pittsburgh, the all white of Oakland. There is the whistle, and we are underway this afternoon under sunny skies from the Oakland Coliseum. Oakland starting in possession all the way back to McIntosh. The win against Monterey Bay last week. A 1-0 win for Oakland, but it was their first win in quite some time. It ended a 4-game winless run at all competitions. Couple of wins, couple of losses, and a draw for the last 5 in league play. An Oakland team that still has some work to do after the coaching change earlier this year with Benny Fellhaber coming in. They have some work to do to try to make the playoffs this season. This one all the way back to McIntosh again. As for the Riverhounds, a 2-1 loss at the Rowdies last week. Charles All scoring the lone goal in that game. Issue for Pittsburgh this year has been goal scoring. The 3rd least goals scored coming into the weekend in the championship. They've only scored multiple goals once over their last 7 matches.
It's been really uncharacteristic like for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. They actually scored a goal first against the Tampa Bay Rowdies, then conceded twice. So for Bob Lilly, that is going to be a point of emphasis again on the road. In a hostile environment, you want to be compact, you want to be very good defensively, and then you allow your teammates, your players high up the field to be those game changers that they are.
Pittsburgh's only road win this season against Rhode Island. That was all the way back in May. It was a 1-0 win on the day. Danny Griffin scoring that lone goal. Came on the heels of a 4-1 loss in the Open Cup against the Philadelphia Union. Today's injury report is brought to you by UCSF Health. Saldana and Trejo out for Oakland. It is Aiden O'Toole who misses today for the Riverhounds. Prentice trying to play this through the middle, and now a chance for Oakland to run. Armanakis helping to lead the charge here. Tosh in the middle. Swings it around, and a touch for Nabil Hackshaw. Not called in with Trinidad and Tobago. He has been in the past, has Hackshaw. Trinidad and Tobago going through World Cup qualifiers, this being an international break. Foul on the far side, and a free kick upcoming for the Oakland Roots.
We start to see the Oakland Roots change a little bit tactically in central locations, whether it is Batash and Armanakis playing a little bit deeper, allowing Gomez and Jurgen Damm almost have a box centrally. That will allow Wolfgang Prentice to be that vertical threat that we've seen and come to expect, especially early on in the season.
Now Pittsburgh trying to get things started. The header bouncing around, it's loose and it's buried. Augie Williams scores for Pittsburgh inside of 4 minutes.
Talked about the importance of Augie Williams and getting him service to be influential early in this game. And it starts with turning their defense into offense. Fantastic little pick out here from All, and then it's just a little bit of chaos. But talk about the technical ability from Augie Williams. Notice how this ball drops down and where his head goes. Down, shoulders over the ball, and just laces it right by Kendall McIntosh. No chance for the goalkeeper. Pittsburgh Riverhounds, dream start here on the road.
That's why Augie Williams was brought here to Pittsburgh, and that is to score goals. He's been a best 11 player in the USL Championship in his past, now up to 6 goals on the season. And much like last week against Tampa Bay, getting that goal. Now the question is, can they hold on?
What do you learn from that performance at the Tampa Bay Rowdies? Is going to be a really good measuring stick for Bob Lilly to see what players can take what he showed in video and really put it onto this game here.
Flag up for offside. Scoring that first goal just so important for Pittsburgh, because when they have conceded first this year, 0-7-6. Now they can play from in front, and they have the advantage here on the road. Trying to turn in the middle. Dom trying to play it ahead. Flag is up for offside, stopping any further progress for the Roots.
A really good pocket of space from Jurgen Dom here, playing right off the shoulder of Sample and Griffin. If you can get on the half turn, now you expect Maury Donor to be as vertical as we've seen him be when playing with the Oakland Roots. What an addition he has been to the Roots.
Deflected back into the middle. Oakland trying to pick this up. It runs out of play. Bob Lilly said about the game against Tampa Bay, a lot of positive in his team's play until the final 20 minutes. That was when they conceded that late goal, which was the game-winning goal for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. But much like that game, it was Charles All who scored in the 3rd minute. Here today, a goal in the 4th minute. Neil Hackshaw now coming over, looking for a long throw for the Roots. Instead it comes towards the top of the area. Armanakis trying to float this towards goal and ends up out of play. And a goal kick coming for the reigning Golden Glove winner in the USL Championship, Eric Dick.
Opportunity missed for the Oakland Roots. We've seen, especially nowadays, how important a long throw is into a dangerous area. The way that the Oakland Roots scored last time out against Monterey Bay was a short throw into Maury Donor. So when you do get a set piece, especially higher up the field, you need to be efficient if you are the Roots.
What a goal it was by Maury Donor last week, scoring against his former club. That had to mean a lot for Donor. And Benny Feilhaber said about that game, the result was the most important thing. It wasn't the greatest performance. Said maybe they held on to the league with a bit of luck. They get the job done, get the 3 points, and trying to inch closer to that playoff line. Weren't helped last night with Colorado Springs taking down Monterey Bay. Another whistle, go back the other way. This Oakland team has never beaten Pittsburgh, 0-2-1 all time. It was a big game a couple of years ago in their first ever meeting. It was in Pittsburgh on the last day of the season. Oakland had to get a result in that game to make the playoffs. They actually didn't, but they got results elsewhere that got them into the playoffs that year. But then a year ago in Pittsburgh, it was a 5-0 win for the Riverhounds. This is Pittsburgh's first trip to the Coliseum. Pressure from Oakland forcing Pittsburgh back. Now the Riverhounds trying to play through that pressure. Quick feet in the middle.
Really well done there from Bradley Sample. Will be the single pivot for this Pittsburgh Riverhounds side. Just notice the spacing between him, Danny Griffin, and Robbie Mertz doing a really good job at just playing in different planes, really testing the shape of the Oakland Roots.
All brings it in fields. Come the Riverhounds again. Some pressure there through the middle. Sample lays it off. Long spell of possession here for the Riverhounds, trying to make something of it. Barnes progressing. Aaron Barnes lays it off. The possession continues for Pittsburgh.
The tempo has been really good for the visiting side. The spacing as well. Notice how big they're making the attacking third of the field be with the movement. Augie Williams playing that central presence that you can just play off to, occupying the 3 center backs for the Oakland Roots. Your Bob Lilly, you have to be really pleased with what you've seen from your side within the first 10 minutes here.
Nothing comes of that possession. Oakland now trying to get back on it. And something Bob Lilly said about last week, he said the possession, the shots, it doesn't mean anything if you don't do something with it. And in that instance, not even getting a touch in the opposing box.
The possession with the purpose is what we hear so many coaches talk about. Good action here.
This is one back in a good area. All trying to put it out in front. McIntosh slides over and takes it.
Need a little bit more composure if you are Charles All here, just to pick up your head, because Augie Williams makes a really good run as he just pulls back and finds himself in acres of space on top of the 18-yard box.
Dropped it over the top. The way into the corner. Bravo wants to turn it back. And looking into the middle, nothing on. Tosh floats it over the top, and there's Eric Dick to come and claim it.
Reigning goalkeeper of the year, Eric Dick. The ability to command his 6-yard box. The athletic ability, but also the ability to organize the players in front of him. You look at this Pittsburgh Riverhounds side, they're not going to score a lot of goals, but they're also not going to concede a lot. Only 21 times Eric Dick has been beat.
Eric Dick's next clean sheet will be his 30th in the USL Championship regular season. His 8 so far this season. That is 2nd in the championship coming into the weekend. Benny Feilhaber, his first season in charge of this Oakland side, named earlier this summer as the replacement for Gavin Glinton. Last couple years have been coaching changes. Noah Delgado, Gavin Glinton, and now Feilhaber, his 2nd head coaching job after time with Sporting Kansas City 2 in MLS Next Pro over the last few years.
And what we've seen with Benny Feilhaber and this Oakland Roots side, giving them a true identity, how they want to attack the game in possession specifically. The player in his own right that had so much success as that number 10 role. So always wants his side to be on the ball to dictate tempo and never short of passion as well.
No kidding. He has been, or he was a pro for a very long time. His pro career ranging 15 seasons, 2005 to 2020. Germany, England, Denmark, the United States, former MLS Best 11 player, U.S. Men's National Team player. Now coming into the coaching ranks, and a lot of wisdom he can help his current players out with.
Great ball.
Through the middle. The ball wasn't as good as it's turned over. A whistle here, and it's a free kick. Ligio Areguin would like a word before play continues on. Neto Idrak there in the middle.
Really good work from Danny Gomez just to pick the pocket here. I think it was Zuber that comes in and almost pulls back Danny Gomez, not allowing him to recover that heavy touch.
2 Pittsburgh players hit the deck. free kick. Bravo committing that foul on one of those Pittsburgh players at least.
Almost a similar challenge here from a player trying to recover from their heavy first touch. If you are Julian Bravo, there's no need to try to leave your feet and try to win this ball. Barnes and Sample are there to pick up the pieces. The clear foul. Some two really difficult challenges back to back in a matter of seconds.
Eric Dick will come forward and send this away. Looking for Aki Williams. Second ball, though, picked up in the middle. Good job to let that ball run out wide. And the flag is up for offside. Nothing doing there for the Riverhounds once again.
But it's a right idea from Idrach to pick up his head and try to switch the point of attack with Robbie Mertz and Luke Biasi. When you have center backs that are just so comfortable with the ball at your feet, it's just such a luxury to have because it allows your teammate to take a more of an aggressive positioning higher up the field. Just needs to do a little bit better in terms of the timing there from Robbie Mertz.
Floated long over the top. Coming together, and Pittsburgh's able to get it back.
Another really good ball here.
Broken up momentarily in the middle. Foul, that'll bail Pittsburgh out. That would have been a tough play there at the back to deal with. Roots family, the 2025 Oakland Roots jerseys are here, celebrating our return to the Coliseum and the legacy of Oakland sports.
Panos Samanakis and Batasha having a really difficult time at finding the balance within one another. It's about 3 times that one ball from the back line of Pittsburgh have taken them out of the game. So if one is a little bit more aggressive, staying like for like with Bradley Sample, the other one needs to stay at home and provide just a security blanket in front of that back three of the Roots.
Something we know with Bob Lilly, he's very tactically savvy, and sometimes he'll just throw some numbers in the midfield, make it very difficult.
They're doing that. They're just so organized as well. Or there is Robbie Mertz playing as a pseudo winger coming underneath. Bradley Sample, we've seen him be really aggressive. Danny Griffin covers every single blade of grass. There are a lot of different players that complement each other extremely well in that central location for Bob Lilly.
It seems like Bradley Sample could be that next midfielder that's here with Pittsburgh for a long time. It's his second season out of Louisville. You go with the likes of Robbie Mertz and Danny Griffin, who are experienced players here with the Riverhounds, and Sample seems to have fit in very, very nicely. Back for McIntosh, and he'll look to distribute. Pittsburgh trying to come forward. Barnes brings it through the middle. Sample out wide for Charles All. It's cut back again. It's an early ball coming in, but nothing doing there for Pittsburgh. It's getting right to the edge of that attacking third, and that's where it's broken down for Pittsburgh. Bob Lilly said we just need to find that final ball a little bit more, be prepared to shoot when in those dangerous spots. They haven't gotten in those dangerous spots yet.
It just hasn't been as clean as Bob Lilly would like or hope for the Riverhounds. Good angle.
Chested down, and it was Sean Subert coming over to sweep that away. Oakland, though, able to keep it. Armanakis.
That is when you miss an out-and-out number 9 and that mentality of a striker, because Julian Bravo does a fantastic job at just cutting inside of Idrash and puts this ball right where you would need an attacking player. Wolfgang Prentice, yes, he has 4 goals, 1 assist on this season, but he's more of an out-and-out winger, likes to go 1v1, likes to isolate himself. Peter Wilson is a player that usually plays as the lone striker for the Oakland Roots. So that is going to be a big talking point for Benny Feilhaber if you can get service into your front line.
Peter Wilson out today, 7 goals, 3 assists. A look at Bob Lilly, his 8th season in charge of the Riverhounds. 2-time USL Championship Coach of the Year. 415 wins. It's more than any active coach in U.S. Pro Leagues, whether men's or women's. An institution in the USL.
Talk about never lacking passion as well. Bob Lilly always coaching as well.
Quick passing here from Oakland. Gonna come forward with Bravo. Bravo just able to keep it, and the Roots can as well. Hackshaw tries to flip it over the top, and it's an easy take for Eric Dick. Downfield, Augie Williams wins the initial header.
Just notice the amount of numbers that the Pittsburgh Riverhounds are electing to push higher. It helps to do just this. So if you are the Oakland Roots, you have to have the ability to bypass that initial line of pressure and do it successfully, because if you do, the whole field will start to open up. That's when you need more of a little bit of a pocket presence, whether it is from Jurgen Damm or Danny Gomez dropping underneath Wolfgang Prentice.
"21 minutes in, the difference is Augie Williams' goal in the 4th minute. Last week it was a goal in the 3rd minute by Charles All. This week the 4th minute by Williams. Last week though, Pittsburgh not able to hold on. A couple of late goals in the second half. That just added to the road woes for the Riverhounds this year, where they have won just once. And right now, where Pittsburgh sits in the playoff picture and in the standings in the Eastern Conference, they're still right there in terms of trying to get a home playoff game. If they can win this game, they'll be just 2 points behind North Carolina, who lost on Friday against Lexington. Maybe going on the road won't be a sure thing for Pittsburgh, but they're going to have to put some results together. They've won just once in 9 in all competitions.
Really important stretch of games for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, and especially with the lack of results they've been able to pick up when they go away from Highmark Stadium. But if you have the ability to take a win here at the Coliseum, cross-country travel, you talk about what it can do not only for the table, but the mentality of this group as well. So it's a really important match for Bob Lilly and company.
Cut out well there at the back by Gagi. Hackshop swimming his way forward. Gomez. Here's Armanakis to keep it moving. Maury Donor. Batosh. The past, Batosh has played higher up the field in his previous spots with Tacoma and St. Louis in MLS Next Pro. His last club, though, was Tulsa before making the move here to Oakland.
Good step.
Trying to carry that forward was Prentice. He couldn't do so. Prentice finally getting his chance with the Oakland Roots. Loan spells over the last few years with Northern Colorado and then time with Madison. It's his 4th season overall with Oakland. He's been a regular contributor for the Roots this year.
Taking that next step in his progression, Wolfgang Prentice has their work rate never in question, their verticality with the movement, with his runs, but it was all about his productivity. He was able to find himself into really dangerous opportunities and really dangerous spots, but unable to get the goals, the assists that would match his talent. This year's been a bit of a breakout year for Wolfgang Prentice, and he's done a really good job at cementing himself into the lineup for the Roots.
Flag is up for offside. Augie Williams coming back from that offside position. Join us in style this year with Roots premium seating. From our all-inclusive Club Oak to field boxes or dugout seats, we have great options for any occasion. Secure your tickets now. Visit us at oaklandrootssc.com/tickets or call 510-488-1144 for more information. Not a whole lot of looks at goal for Oakland in this game, really in general. Just 3 shots total, only 1 has been for the Roots. It wasn't on target. Foul, and another free kick coming. This time it'll go the Riverhounds' way.
An awkward fall from Luke Biasi, or Robbie Mertz, excuse me. The way that Jonas Armanakis comes through him and almost hip checks him. Falls awkwardly, but Robbie Mertz seems to be okay. An important piece of Bob Lilly and the Riverhounds attacking phase of play.
Mertz his 6th season with the club, his 2nd stint. He's been with the team in this stint since 2022 after 1 year with Atlanta United too. Bravo.
Just needs to be a little bit quicker for the Oakland Roots. You do a really good job from Kemba McIntosh to play into Wolfgang Prentice. But notice where the Riverhounds' defensive set is. Again, all 11 players behind the ball, and they force another turnover.
That goes back to the bigger picture for Benny Feilhaber. He said the defensive intensity on the road has been much better than at home. He says they really haven't given up a ton of chances overall, but he said that's something that his team needs to key in on in this run-in of the season, is their defensive form on their home field.
Let's take it the next step. We talk about the intensity off the ball, but on the ball as well. You need to play at a really high tempo if you want to break through a Bob Lilly Riverhounds defensive set. When you try to build out of the back, that's a really clever job, because what you do, you bait the Riverhounds to step out of their line, and that opens up space in between lines. But once you do bypass that front 6, it needs to be quicker. Players are taking too many touches, and when you do that, that just gives the Riverhounds the ability to get back behind the ball.
And Oakland has not been able to create almost anything in this game so far with just that 1 shot. Now, give Pittsburgh credit, it is one of the best defensive units in the league, as they normally are under Bob Lilly. For Augie Williams, just enough there, and another foul. Oakland, the 2nd most fouls per game in the USL Championship at just about 16 per game. There's been quite a few whistles for Eligio Adeguin so far this afternoon. Another foul, this time Hackshaw. Seems like this surface, though, playing pretty good, even though a game started at 7 o'clock here local time last night. Mexico and Japan, an international friendly during this FIFA international break.
It's good enough for Mexico and Japan. It's good enough for the Roots and the Riverhounds.
Absolutely. Awesome to see a game of that magnitude in this venue. Hasn't always been possible with the A's and the infield for baseball, but with them gone, unfortunately, it's a great opportunity for the Roots to play games and have big occasions for soccer matches here at the Coliseum.
40,000 plus in attendance
QR code on the board and
for that game last night.
Here comes Pittsburgh into the box. Nothing doing. Hackshaw stepping in, and now the clearance by Gagi. Now a chance to run. Gomez beaten to the ball. Oakland, though, will get a throw-in. Edrach there.
Fantastic recovery run from Edrach to drop down and recognize he has Danny Gomez beat for pace. That's exactly what we talked about. If you do have the ability to bypass the pressure, there's going to be a lot of green grass that you can run into if you are the Roots. Edrach, center of your screen, we're about a 40-yard run just to pick the pocket of Danny Gomez. You talk about a team that is just so good defensively. It starts with the buy-in that Bob Lilly is able to implement from his side.
And it's year after year. They've conceded the least goals in the regular season. Last year, they had the most clean sheets, second best defense in the USL Championship in 2023. It's each and every year this team, they buy in defensively, and when they've struggled to score goals like they have this year, it's something they can rely on.
Just not enough movement for the Oakland Roots. Everyone wants the ball to feet, makes life very easy for the Riverhounds back line.
Here comes Mertz, laying this off for all, too far out in front, and Hackshaw ushers it out of play. Hackshaw, stalwart at the back for this Oakland side. Now in his third season with the club, formerly with Indy 11 in Charleston. An experienced pro in this league. Both teams sluggish offensively in this game. Although Pittsburgh able to find that moment very early on. It's their only shot on target in this game. 2 shots in total for the Riverhounds.
Could it be their proximity to monitors? Well, it also is going all the way across the United States, too.
Oakland looking to build out with Gagi. Playing it through the middle. Gomez off his chest. And possession turned over, at least momentarily. Batash moved all the way back for Hackshaw to go and collect. Switch of play. It stays in play. Donor got a good touch to it. And here come the Roots.
Just left side of your screen, Josh. Not enough movement for the Oakland Roots. A line of 4 right across that back line of Pittsburgh Riverhounds. You need more mobility, pulling players out of position, someone showing to feet, pulling a center back towards a corner flag to open up space. One of the hardest things to do is break through a team.
Here's Donor. Cross coming in and headed up into the air. The clearance, it's kept in here by the Roots. Chance to go towards goal, nodded back. Nobody there at the top of the area. Gomez had already made the forward run.
Fantastic body position from Danny Griffin just to drop back and do his defensive duties. Again, it's the right decision from Julian Bravo to head it back across.
Advantage being played by our referee. Now the shot coming on. It's the first shot on target today for Oakland, but it's right at Eric Dick. Armenakis trying his luck.
A little bit of a glimpse of how good Panos Armenakis can be in tight spaces. One of a left foot. Puts the ball back across. Danny Griffin, how many times have we seen him clean up the mess? And a little bit of skill check, trying to bend it around that far post to catch out Eric Dick. Flawless positioning from the goalkeeper.
Played it behind, and there's Eric Dick stepping forward again. Over the top, Williams got a touch to it initially. Tracking over there was Kai Green. He's asking for a goal kick. He won't get it. Corner kick on the way for the Riverhounds.
Augie Williams has done a really good job in terms of his hold-up play. almost playing bully ball with Gagi. How many times have we seen him play the ball into his feet, him just hold off the center back, allowing his teammates underneath him to support him. Right here, now he spins him, and now you have to ask Kai Green to come across. And it's the right decision by the referees, a corner kick in favor of the Riverhounds.
First corner kick of the game, and Robbie Mertz to stand over it. Mertz, a Pittsburgh native. Played his college soccer at Michigan, 1 year away at Atlanta United too, but he has been a Riverhound legend. Now in his 6th season with the club. Bernardo Forbes moving over to the coaching staff. Now it's Robbie Mertz who can fill right into that midfield, trying to fill in what Bernardo Forbes now leaves, but it's going to be hard to do with the career that Forbes had for the Riverhounds. Outswinger. The header is saved. McIntosh there. Delivered back out wide for Mertz. Mertz, a great initial delivery. And Pittsburgh able to keep this alive with Barnes. Quick passing comes out wide again for Mertz. Robbie Mertz gets the cross, back post. Swing and a miss there on the far side. Appeals for a handball. Not seen by a referee, and it's play on. Maury Donor coming ahead. Bodies coming together. There's nothing there, and it's another play on. All the way into the corner. And now a whistle. Free kick, Pittsburgh. A lot to take in over those last few moments.
You get Robbie Mertz on a set ball. He provides real quality. The amount of pace that Bradley Sample's able just to redirect it, but that is some save from Kendall McIntosh. The athletic ability to push it up and away from his goal mouth, and give credit to the back line for the Oakland Roots there to clean up the mess and just clear their lines. But the set piece delivery from Robbie Mertz has been fantastic early in this match.
He'll get another chance to stand over this set piece. Mertz, in-swinger, headed away. Pittsburgh able to keep it. We're starting to gain more and more territory and control of this game. Floated out wide. Great first touch by All. He looks to deliver. By any means necessary there by Hackshaw. Here's Gomez turning it upfield. Dom turning in the middle. I wonder if Jurgen Dom came to the game last night. Mexico international in his past. Slid forward. It's a good ball to the end line. Turned back. Oakland able to keep it. The cross fired in and headed clear. Rocky Williams tracking back, did well to get on the end of it.
Difficult ball from Panos Sarmanakis, trying to force the issue into Julian Bravo. There's just no real state to operate in. That is when you need a little bit more composure to put your foot on the ball, have the ball to circulate from left to right, and that is when you can start your offensive phase yet again. You need to go right here.
Here come the Roots, trying to make something of this. It's back for Gomez, laid off. Armanakis once again has to lay it off. Bravo, and now Batash lays it up. Dom is crashing in, and it's cleared away. Good defensive pressure there by the Riverhounds back line. Now an entanglement there on the far side earns Oakland a free kick.
Over the last 5 minutes, the Oakland Roots have dialed up the intensity. They've won every 50-50 duel. Been a little bit more aggressive, getting numbers high up the field. It's been a good phase of play for Benny Failharbor as his ball comes across. Various shouts for a handball. It would have been really harsh to point to 12 yards out. Another dangerous opportunity for the Oakaroos as Gomez and Armenakis stand over it. The desired location is right between that 6-yard box and penalty mark in front of Eric Dick.
Here's the service, played in. Nothing there, although it was deflected out of play. It will be a first corner kick of the game for the Oakland Roots.
This corner kick is powered by
This corner kick is powered by Ava Community Energy. In swinger, near post, flicked across, it's loose in the middle, blocked down, saved again by Dick. Gomez will deliver again. The best goal scoring potential sequence there for Oakland so far in this game. A whistle here will stop play. There's a big shout for handball there just a moment ago. Someone lost a tire there. Another look at it.
Just want you to watch number 13 center of your screen. Luke Biasi, as Panos Armenakis comes into it, it's tucked in. Does not make himself bigger in an unnatural position. It's a good no call by the referees, and that is some save from Eric Dick. Doesn't know much about it, but his positioning is flawless yet again to deny the Oakland Roots the equalizer.
There's a reason why Eric Dick won the Golden Glove a year ago and looking for another clean sheet, which would be his 30th in the championship. Pittsburgh has only conceded 1 goal all time against Oakland. That was in the first meeting a few years ago, back at Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh. Bravo trying to chest this forward. Good cover defensively by the Riverhounds, and it's cleared away. Oakland's starting to come to life a little bit more offensively now, late in this first half.
Just notice the mentality for the Oakland Roots. All 10 outfield players in their attacking half here. Talk about the mentality shift as well. Earlier in that first half, we saw Hackshaw elect to go short with this throw-in. Now, it seems like he's gearing up to just launch it into the attacking 18-yard box.
Hackshaw, long throw, good distance on it, got the initial flick, but there was a foul.
Talk about the arm strength from Hackshaw. That's incredible. On a rope as well. Almost like a corner kick, the way that you can use that thing.
Such a weapon for Oakland. Oakland Side is Oakland's nonprofit newsroom, providing you with the reporting and information on the stories that matter to you. Oakland Side, news for Oakland. And that's a point to the spot. A penalty as Gagi brings down Augie Williams. And Pittsburgh a chance to extend their advantage.
Just a bit too casual here for the Oakland Roots with Kai Green. Gets caught. Rash challenge here from Kai Green, trying to recover from his mistake. The left leg catches Augie Williams. Hasn't been clean enough for the Oakland Roots. Augie Williams stands 12 yards out, trying to double the Riverhounds lead.
Just the second penalty that Pittsburgh has been awarded this year. Augie Williams 1 for 1 from the spot. It's Williams against McIntosh as the Riverhounds look for a second goal late in the first half. Augie Williams delivers. Top shelf, 2-0 Hounds.
Really good first half for Bob Lilly and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Augie Williams' pressure is the one that wins the pen, and he steps up and makes no mistake about this strike. Notice the way that he approaches it, keeps his shoulders over the ball, closes up his hips at the last second, and just roofs it. Kendall McIntosh guesses the right way, but no chance for the goalkeeper. And he gets his brace in this first half. Riverhounds in the driver's seat.
Augie Williams, a brace, and Pittsburgh has that second goal that they were desperately looking for a week ago. They get it here today in Oakland. And the Roots now have to dig themselves out of a big hole. They have grown into this first half, but right now they are in a tough spot as we are in 2 minutes of stoppage time to end this first half.
We just see the 2 goals that the Oakland Roots have conceded. It's going to drive Benny Feilhaber crazy. The inability to clear lines initially, it bounces around, Augie Williams smashes it, and then when playing out of the back, just not clean enough and extremely sloppy for the Roots. 2 very soft goals given up just by your mistake if you are Benny Feilhaber.
Turned over, and here comes Williams all by his lonesome. 1-on-4, and it was too much for him. He trips over the ball, looked like there. Move forward, flicked out wide for Bravo. Give and go. Now the cross deflected, laid off. The shot is wide. Again, Oakland searching for those opportunities. They'll have to search now in the second half. That's the final whistle, this first 45. All Pittsburgh here at the Coliseum.
You need a passionate halftime talk if you are Benny Feilhaber, because you need a reaction out of your side. The tempo needs to be quicker. You need to be a little bit more ruthless and more decisive in that final third. For Bob Lilly, continue what you've done and try to get that third earlier rather than later to put this game to bed.
Pittsburgh looking for just their second road win of the season. They have 2 goals in the first 45 and their first trip to the Coliseum. At the break from Oakland, it's the Roots 0, the Riverhounds 2. Stay with us.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It doesn't just have great bones. It was the backbone of your community. So you breathe in new life, grinding away to make space for tomorrow, for your people. This isn't just a restoration. It's a revival. Because you're always willing to double down on your neighborhood. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
O city by the bay, let hope renew.
Love shall fill the streets of more than a few.
From every direction, let us converge.
A symphony of love leading a glorious surge.
O city by the bay, let hope renew. Brilliant minds set us apart. A new course we shall chart.
O San Francisco, be mighty, be proud. In love-filled hearts, may hope ring loud.
Halftime from the East Bay. It's Oakland 0, Pittsburgh 2. A great first half from the Riverhounds, scoring early and late in that first 45 minutes. Semifinals of the Jägermeister Cup coming up on Wednesday. Two tasty matchups, Rhode Island and Sacramento. And then it's Hartford and Greenville Triumph, the lone League One team.
Made very clear if Greenville Triumph does have the ability to beat Hartford Athletics, the winner of Rhode Island and Sacramento will host the final. Hartford Athletic has been one of, if not the most informed team of all USL Championship. What a fantastic matchup that would be. Rhode Island and Sacramento Republic, two teams going at it and two teams in really good form.
Those games coming up on Wednesday. What's upcoming for Oakland? They got a big game next week. They go all the way east to Charleston.
3 out of the next five for the Oakland Roots away from the Coliseum at Phoenix Rising, at El Paso. Those are two really difficult games for Benny Feilhaber. Then you welcome FC Tulsa, who's been the surprise of 2025, leading the Western Conference. We talked about Hartford Athletic, how informed they are. So this stretch, really difficult for the Oakland Roots. This makes this next 45 minutes that much more important for Benny Feilhaber.
For the Riverhounds, they're trying to get a home playoff match, and they got to take on Louisville City next week.
Not going to be easy when you play against the team that is setting the standard all of USL Championship. But the good news is you will welcome Las Vegas Lights. You go to Miami FC, who has struggled. Indy 11 has struggled as well. And then you go to Hartford Athletics. So if you're looking at these games for Bob Lilly, 3 out of the next 5 should be 3 points, and that can push you up the Eastern Conference.
Player of the Month voting ends tomorrow. Let's take a look at the candidates.
Gerd crossing it in. Cicerone trying to get there. It's denied again. The cleanup is Rodrigo Lopez.
Going for goal, and they score! Jensen Wilson with a missile.
Hartford keeps possession. Samadia loads it up, sends it in, and a goal!
More service in the area. Polar Ortiz lays it back and a score! Gabi Torres!
Eating a balanced diet and being physically active are two of the most important things that you can do to be healthy at any age. Fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins can help control your weight and prevent heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Regular exercise can help boost your mood, digestion, and sleep. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Oakland Roots encourage you to eat right and get active. For additional healthy tips, visit oaklandrootssc.com/anthem.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You might not be related, but you're still family. You don't just give an extra hand. You give your whole heart and a whole lot of muscle. Because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Halftime from Oakland, and it's the Pittsburgh Riverhounds that lead it 2-0 here at the break, looking for just their second road win of 2025. News and notes from around the USL Championship.
almost running away with the Western Conference. Luke Spencer and company have done a fantastic job this season.
And in the Eastern Conference, Pittsburgh, 3 points today would move them a little bit closer to Detroit, and then that would put them well within striking distance of North Carolina, trying to get a home playoff game.
Top four get a home playoff game, and that is exactly what Bob Lilly wants from his side, and that is always going to be an objective when you come into 2025. Can they continue this red-hot form and push the table in the Eastern Conference? Because they do have the talent to do that.
Let's check out the goal and save of the week here in the USL Championship.
You have a little bit more of an opportunity.
Blake, the left foot bending ball.
Nice.
The Fondes late.
That's a great shot by Blake, and an even better save by Fondes. Wow.
For all the things Indy has done well, you're one moment away from this match being level. Louisville can provide those moments quickly. Like, how about that?
Oh!
Doesn't take long, does it?
What a shot!
1-1, Aiden McFadden.
A dazzling goal for 20,000 to witness a jubilation.
Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
We don't stop chanting, we don't stop drumming,
yelling and screaming and chanting.
Back from the dead in the 90th minute!
We'll follow them wherever, pretty much. That's just the love that we have for our team.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Bomb's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Bomb's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain. Let's make a Karate Kid. And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
And Rhode Island are into a major semifinal. It's hard for the lead.
Greenville is on the semifinals.
Sacramento is heading to the semifinals.
It turns out Oakland sports fans won't have to wait long to catch another game at the Oakland Coliseum.
Today's game is presented by Anthem Blue Cross. Highlights from the first half. Oakland Roots, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, 4th minute. Scoring got started. Great run of play from Pittsburgh.
Fantastic little pick out here from Robbie Mertz into Luke Biasi. And you get rewarded when you put the ball in a dangerous area. Pakshaw unable to clear his line, but that is an emphatic finish from Augie Williams. Laces through this ball and just smashes it by Kendall McIntosh. Good start on the road for the Riverhounds.
Second week in a row with a very early goal for Pittsburgh. 36th minute. Chance here for Pittsburgh.
Bradley Sample doing a good job at just beating Wolfgang Prentice to the spot with a quality service from Robbie Mertz, but that is some save from Kendall McIntosh. The Oakland Roots, they had chances. They got numbers higher up the field. You look at Panos Armanakis, shouts for a handball. Julian Bravo. Eric Dick does not know much about this save, but his positioning is flawless. The reigning goalkeeper of the year, making himself big and keeping his lead intact.
44th minute. Penalty, Kai Green, point to the spot.
No moment for the Oakland Roots. First, it's a sloppy touch from Kai Green. He takes down Augie Williams, and Augie Williams smashes this ball into the roof of the net. No chance for Kendall McIntosh. Gets his brace, and the Riverhounds in the driver's seat, 2-0 up on the road.
Stats from the first half. Not a lot of scoring opportunities. Pittsburgh, though, they made the most of theirs.
Efficient for the Riverhounds, and Bob Lilly, 3 shots on target away from home. It's a good showing in that first 45 minutes for Benny Feilhaber. You have more of the ball, but now you need possession with a purpose. You need to be on the front foot a little bit more, playing a little bit more direct, and that starts with being a focal point of Wolfgang Prentice, getting him more involved.
Getting set for this second half, and subs, it appears, for both teams. Camden Riley will be one of those coming into this game for the Oakland Roots, and it will also be Ali El Masnawi to enter this game. Just looking for a little bit of something different here in the second half, as you said going into the break. Probably a pretty spirited halftime team talk from Benny Feilhaber.
El Masnawi is going to give the Oakland Roots side ability to run with the ball at his feet in central location, so expect him to progress the ball with his dribbling skills to pull in his teammates as well. Camden Riley is going to give the Oakland Roots a leadership and a vocal player in that central role at that center back position.
The second half of play now in the field, number 45, Ali El Masnawi.
There is the whistle, and we are underway for the second half here from the Coliseum. Oakland 0, Pittsburgh 2. Pittsburgh in their first match ever here at the Coliseum, while the Oakland Roots looking to hold serve at home. A whistle here early and a free kick coming for the Riverhounds.
Replacing number 12, Charles All.
There's also one sub for Pittsburgh, Chase Boone, coming in for Charles All. It's played short. The cross coming in. It'll be tracked down here on the near side. Tosh, Green, and Dom have come off the field. It's Byru Hanga, Riley, and El Masnawi who have entered the game. Just the one sub for Pittsburgh is Chase Boone for Charles All. So obviously, Benny did not like what was going on there in the first half, and he needed to make some changes.
Sending a message. Benny Feilhaber is bringing 3 players off the field at halftime. Hasn't been up to the quality of the standard.
Roll to the top of the area. Gomez trying to hop over a body on the floor. Now shot from distance. Big deflection. Out of play. Corner kick up coming for Oakland.
Byru Hanga is going to give the Oakland Roots a player that is going to sit centrally, that's going to destroy and disrupt the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, but in possession, he's going to keep the ball moving and has a really good feel of popping up at the right place at the right time. Good start to this second half for the Oakland Roots to win a set piece.
Corner kick powered by Ava Community Energy. It's an in-swinger. Dick out to claim it. Shot here, just kind of dribbled back into the middle by El Masnawi. Donor gets it out wide. Now it's lofted over the top. This infield, Hackshot lays it off. Armanakis came to take it, another deflection, and Dick, did he keep that in play? He did. Looked like there were a couple of options there for Oakland, but it was Armanakis who came to take it. Atlantic just able to keep this in play. Camden Riley. Oh, that's a great block, and it might start something here now for Pittsburgh. Biasi. Mertz moves it back.
Set himself a really good game, Luke Biasi. The catalyst of the opening goal for the Riverhounds, but also how good he's been defensively in his 1v1 duels. And he's been one of those players like a Bradley Sample that Bob Lilly really trusts in, that can play numerous of different positions as we take a look at Benny Failhopper and the Oakland Roots bench.
Oakland trying to increase their form at home. They are last in the Western Conference in terms of home form, second worst in all of the USL Championship. This moment of healing brought to you by Anthem Blue Cross Health Insurance, so you too can sana. Free kick upcoming for Pittsburgh. It's Mertz again. Towards the near post, looking for the flick. It was loose and then cleared immediately. Mertz can go again. More height on this one. Flick towards goal. And just trying to connect with Augie Williams. It scampers out of play and a goal kick for Oakland. Again, it's McIntosh coming to claim it. Sample picks it up. Here comes Pittsburgh again. They were the team to control the first half. And they're picking up right where they left off. Oakland, though, they finished the half well, except for that penalty. They at least started to create a little bit more in their attacking areas.
The momentum at the end of the first half was in favor of the Oakland Roots. Just again, a silly mistake for Kai Green. Takes a long touch, tries to recover from his mistake, pulls down Augie Williams, and 12 yards out we go. With 5 minutes in, Riverhounds have picked up right where they have left off. The ball's moving quick. Their spacing has been really good, and they're really testing the shape of the Oakland Roots.
Barnes able to turn the corner, comes infield, Sample. Steps around a challenge from El Masnawi. Now the cross fired in, looking for Augie Williams. Ends up out of play. Williams looking for a hat trick. Brace in the first half, scoring early and late. Loose ball picked up there by Pittsburgh. Benny Failhopper made those 3 changes at the break. Still, Oakland has really not been able to settle things down on their home field.
There's just no real pocket presence for the Oakland Roots right now, which is really difficult for Wolfgang Prentice, because now you're asking him to be a hold-up number 9, which is not his profile player. Wolfgang Prentice is at his best when he's running in behind, when he is stretching the game and really occupying the last line of defense. No Peter Wilson, so that means you need someone to play underneath your number 9. Someone that you can combine to, someone that connect the back to front. But right now, it is just all route 1. And that plays right into the hands of what the Riverhounds backline wants to do with Bacter, Edrash, and Suber.
And a yellow card there given to Augie Williams.
Just no need for Augie Williams, just clips the heels of Camden Riley.
The yellow card has been issued to Pittsburgh Riverhounds as seed number 9, Augie Williams. Card issued in the 53rd minute.
Well, he's tracking towards the soccer version of the Gordie Howe hat trick now. See how close he can get.
That went right over my head, Josh.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay, we'll get you up to speed here.
What is it?
Gordie Howe hat trick.
No idea.
A fight, an assist, and a goal.
Oh, so we're talking about hockey now.
So the soccer version, I guess, yellow card. You know, we don't want to get into fights, but he has 2 goals, so it's a different version of it.
I'll give that about a 5 out of 10 on the joke, John.
Those Pittsburgh fans, they will know.
The Pittsburgh fans,
they
100%.
know their puck. Zaki Williams sliding in Camden Riley. Whistle here will go the way of Oakland. A player down though for the Riverhounds. A couple players down. Maury Donor as well getting back to his feet.
He's been really quiet. Maury Donor, who scored the goal last game. Usually just a focal point to the offensive phase for the Oakland Roots. But the outside backs for the Riverhounds have done a really good job at cutting down angles and clogging passing lanes into Maury Donor.
Over the top, Eric Dick is there to claim. The distribution, this one bouncing out of play, and right now Oakland looking for anything just to kickstart their attack in this game. Pittsburgh has settled in very nicely into this game.
Right now, just notice how many players are deep for the Oakland Roots. Only 2 in the attacking phase, which is Danny Gomez and Wolfgang Prentice. Again, you have to have the willingness to make those runs and be an option if you want to just continue to try to threaten the opposing goal. But right now, the Oakland Roots' shape is just non-existent on and off the ball.
Trying to come through the middle. This will scamper all the way out of play. Oakland Roots return on Saturday, September 20th at 7 p.m. at the Oakland Coliseum against FC Tulsa. Individual tickets are still available, so get them before they sell out. To secure your tickets, visit oaklandrootssc.com/tickets or call 510-488-1144. Oakland definitely missing a big player in those attacking areas in Peter Wilson. He had scored in 4 straight appearances that he had played in from July through the Lexington game just a couple of weeks ago. Played 87 minutes against Monterey Bay, did not score in that game, but missing today. That could be a big reason why this Oakland team is struggling in those attacking areas, as another free kick is given and a yellow card to Hackshaw.
Well, you just see the difference of the Riverhounds attacking phase versus the Oakland Roots. You have an Aki Williams that you can just lump the ball into, and he'll just hold up to play and occupy the opponent's back line.
Yellow card has been issued.
Hasn't been the same for the Oakland Roots, and that is a massive miss in terms of just the presence of Peter Wilson, and that is a tough challenge from Hackshaw. The left arm away from his body catches Chase Boone.
Another set piece for Robbie Mertz to stand over. Mertz puts it in the middle. The header's on target, and it's taken by McIntosh. Good play all around.
Great ball in. Good header from Suber. An easy save for Kendall McIntosh. Really difficult technique with the amount of pace that Robbie Mertz hits this ball into. You need to head it back across where it came from and really cause some issues for Kendall McIntosh if you are Sean Suber.
Balling out of play, throw in for Pittsburgh. Everything going Riverhounds way. Benny Philhauber just looking for something.
Yeah, just a lot of pace on the way that Robbie Mertz whips this ball in. But if you're Sean Super, look at that far post. Acres of space. If you head it back across, now you really test Kendall McIntosh.
All the way back for Eric Dick. Has to be quick. Too quick. Out of play. Williams making a nuisance of himself there in the middle, and Oakland turn it over again. Mertz surveying and just holding on to possession for Pittsburgh. Back for McIntosh. Here's Riley as Oakland look to play out. It's given right back. That's a handball. A cheap giveaway there by the Riverhounds. Ball needs to come to a complete stop. Donor will get it back rolling again. Donor just able to keep this ball in play. Gagi past the hour mark here from the Coliseum. All Riverhounds so far this afternoon. This taken by Eric Dick. Beautiful day under the sunshine here in the East Bay. And it's Pittsburgh, their first trip here to the Coliseum. Liking the big stage of this big venue.
Done a really good job, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Talk about the flow that they've been able to gain offensively, but defensively they've done a really good job in terms of their box defending, winning their individual duels. Their shape have been really organized. Been a good reaction when losing last time at the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
A foul, and now subs on the way.
Substitution
will be an entrance for E.J. Johnson.
Coming on the field, number 22, E.J. Johnson.
And this is for Gagi. An attacking substitution, and at this point, Benny Philhauber, really nothing left to lose at this point. Got to go for it.
Going to give you legs, E.J. Johnson is now. The ability to play a little bit more direct and vertical with his movement. Tells you that Benny Philhauber needs this result, needs to start to score goals and kickstart anything going back into the attacking phase of play.
Expect Riley and Hackshaw now to partner in central defense, but they have to defend this set piece first. Mertz lifts it in, back post. Almost found Super again. Pittsburgh able to keep it here. Only momentarily, that ball out of play. Aside from two moments, Oakland has been a tough nut to crack. But the penalty and the early goal have made things difficult for the Roots here at home.
Just really sloppy in possession as well. Unable to connect any sort of rhythm. Trying to force the issue when it's not on. Moments just like that for Biarahunga. Just keep it simple and keep the possession in your favor.
Played out wide and out of play. Something for the Roots. They have been moving around home venues now over the last few years. It's their first year in the Coliseum, and their home form would maybe tell you they're still getting used to their new surroundings. There's 3 home wins so far this season, the second worst home form in the USL Championship. Maybe that's reaching, but the numbers don't lie.
No, 100%. Really difficult to want to make the playoffs when you're not able to pick up points at home. 3-6-2 is the record for the Oakland Roots, and that is a massive talking point and a priority for not only Benny Feilhaber, but the whole front office for the Oakland Roots. You have this fantastic venue, hostile environment, thousands that come into attendance. You need to make this place a fortress. You need to have teams, when they come in here, they're feared to play in the Coliseum. Hasn't been the case. It's been the opposite. Teams come in and have beaten you 6 times out of the 11 times that you've played. Not good enough in terms of the road form for the home form, excuse me, for the Oakland Roots.
Whistle here. Free kick for Oakland. In the first half, the Roots built into the game, found chances towards the end of the half. But at a certain point, it might be too late, having to make up this 2-goal deficit. Bob Lilly enjoying life right now in the sunshine. Trying to play it up over the top. There's Eric Dick coming off his line to clear this away. Donor. It's rolled out wide, trying to touch this ahead. Free kick here for Pittsburgh, and really no rush to put this back into play. Good run through the middle here. Moved out wide. Mertz. Pittsburgh able to keep it. Just hasn't been much presence on that front line today for Oakland. Right now, this is an attack for Oakland. No Danny Trejo, no Peter Wilson, no Tyler Gibson as well in that midfield. So that's having to move some other pieces around, and it's been a bit of a domino effect today now for Benny Feilhaber putting this lineup out.
It's difficult for Benny Feilhaber, still trying to figure out what's his best 11, best players playing in their best position. There's a lot to figure out. Coming in mid-season, not having the ability to pick and choose his profile players and who he wanted on his roster. Inherited this roster from Gavin Glinton. But one thing that we've seen over the course of the tenure for Benny Feilhaber is that there is an identity, understanding how they want to play. They want to be on the ball. They want to be a little bit more progressive at playing in between lines. But now it's just finding the right pieces that fit his puzzle and his image as a head coach.
Augie Williams picks up the loose ball. A foul here, and it's a free kick upcoming. And is this going to be a big decision now for Eligio Areguin as Hackshaw committed that foul? Conversation ongoing. It does not appear like a yellow card is coming.
Needs to be really careful here, Hackshaw. I'll tell you what, that arm is away from his body. He is extremely lucky not to pick up a second yellow here. Should be off the field, no question whatsoever.
Aksha now is going to be walking on very thin ice. Mertz delivers, back post, saved by McIntosh.
Again, it's about the third time that we've seen.
And now Prentice for Oakland. Prentice wide, trying to find something in transition, it just wasn't there.
It's been about the third time that we've seen a Pittsburgh Riverhounds side find the end of the service from Robbie Mertz. You need to do better if you are your Oakland Roots in terms of your individual defending. And Wolfgang Prentice tries to cut this ball on his preferred left foot, just pulls it wide of Eric Dick's near post. Just nothing doing going forward for the Oakland Roots.
And a yellow card for time wasting for Eric Dick.
Pittsburgh Riverhounds has
goalkeeper into the book now with just about 20 minutes to go. Got to keep an eye on that now. With the amount of possession that Pittsburgh has had in this game and the lack of opportunities for Oakland, maybe those transition opportunities could provide fruitful for Oakland, even though they do hold the possession advantage just slightly in this game.
Your first pass needs to be forward if you are the Oakland Roots. If you do have the ability to recover the ball, you have to try to play into a higher line, which is E.J. Johnson, Wolfgang Prentice, and Danny Gomez. The problem is that front three needs to do a little bit of a better job at just holding on and retaining possession.
Up over the top, Johnson, he was battling there, looked like Suber, and just couldn't get a foot on it. Riley. Masnawi. Bouncing around, Oakland able to settle things again. Moved out wide, trying to touch this down the line. Maury Donor continues on. Ahead for Prentice. Ball in the middle, nothing on. It was Maury Donor starting that. Player in which Benny Fowler said maybe the most important player this year for the Oakland Roots.
This gives the Oakland Roots just a luxury to have on the wide parts of the field, as we see Alexiv coming in for Panos Armenakis, another player that's going to play a little bit centrally for the Oakland Roots. But Maury Donor, since he's came over, he's been arguably the best player for the Oakland Roots at continuing to test the opposition. Good little interplay from him and Wolfgang Prentice, but again, just no one getting on their bike and crashing towards that goal side of the back line of the Riverhounds.
Donor played 7 matches in all competitions at the beginning of this year with Detroit, and then making the move here to Oakland after 3 years with Monterey Bay in their first 3 years in the championship. Was an instrumental part of getting that team going, staying here in Northern California. Keeps it moving. Donor. End line. Just went too far. Watch out. Whoops. Coming right up and getting personal there.
Protected the camera, though. That was...
Well, of course.
Good balance.
That's the expensive gear right there. That's what a cameraman would do. Stick sends it away. Riley, that's blocked by Williams. It could have gone anywhere, but it goes out of play. Williams still looking for that hat trick. Floated forward. And airborne. Pittsburgh able to turn it back and keep it. Biasi going to play through the middle. It's broken up.
Good pocket.
And here comes Oakland. Alexeev just into the game, trying to put some pressure on it. Helps force the turnover. Donor brings it back through the middle. Almasnawi. Johnson. Almasnawi. Black and yellow shirts converging. Augie Williams has to be careful as well. He's on a yellow card. Ahead for Donor. It was too far ahead for Donor to get onto, and Biasi the clearance. Now a whistle will stop play. Augie Williams in a conversation here.
So an awkward coming together between Julian Bravo and Augie Williams as this ball's gone. Augie Williams needs to be careful already on the yellow card.
Substitution for Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC coming in the 75th minute. Coming on the field, number 8, Junior Etu.
Couple of subs here.
Replacing number 14,
Ilal
Robbie Mertz.
Osumanu, Junior Etu will enter the game. Robbie Mertz, one of those players exiting.
For Pittsburgh Riverhounds, number 28, Ilal Osumanu.
It'll also be the end of the day for Luke Biasi. Good performance put in by Biasi at left back today.
Really good shift for Luke Biasi, who's a player that continues to flourish underneath Bob Lilly. Work rate on and off the ball, quality in terms of his services.
Pressure here on McIntosh, but he gets it away. Throwing for the Riverhounds into these final 15 minutes, looking for just their second road win of the regular season. It would be their first since May, a 1-0 win against Rhode Island. McIntosh distributes through the middle. Now Maury Donor, he's been getting on the ball more and more here. Trying to go direct. And a foul against Oakland. And Alexeev into the book.
Frustration from Alexeev. But again, just too predictable for the Oka Roots. No one coming to feet. No one trying to manipulate that center line of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. So that just plays into a long ball, and we've seen this throughout the whole game. Riverhounds first to every 50-50 duel. Alexeev comes through and catches out Edrash, and hopefully he's okay. Hard fall for the center back for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds as he's getting attended to.
This moment of healing brought to you by Anthem Blue Cross Health Insurance, so you too can sana sana. Alexeev, the sub, into the book. Raised here in the East Bay, Alexeev signed his pro contract last August. He's been a regular off the bench. Dick puts it back in play. Augie Williams trying to get onto it. We saw 2-0 in the game, Ricky, we were calling the other night with Lexington and North Carolina. Much similar to Oakland, North Carolina felt like they were down and out. They get a late goal, and it gave them some life at the end of the game. Oakland's a chance to do the same here, but they got to find some more attacking opportunities.
Next 12 plus remaining. Good opportunity here.
Prentice plays it through the middle, trying to lay it off. Almost now he gets it out wide. Alexeev blocked. Another chance going down. Corner kick. Oakland will have a set piece, but not from 12 yards out.
First time that we've seen the Yoka-Roots try to slow the game down and get numbers higher up the field. Alexeev's this touch right here, really good. But tries to go down and make the most of it. Not much in that whatsoever. Give credit to Barnes not leaving his feet.
Corner kick powered by Ava Community Energy. Gomez couldn't beat the first man.
11 plus remaining is going to show a lot to Benny Feilhaber and his side. Players that need to dig down deep, show a little bit of fight, a little bit of personality to try to claw themselves back into this game if they have any hopes of making the playoffs here in 2025.
Still only 6 points out, but with their schedule upcoming and the games that they will have to win away from home as well, the likes of Charleston, Phoenix, El Paso, 3 of the next 4. Those are their 3 road games over the next 4. Their other home game, it's against the leaders of the Western Conference in Tulsa. It is not going to be easy by any means. In fact, the only team that Oakland plays the rest of the season that is not currently in a playoff spot is Las Vegas. Snowy trying to play it through the middle. Nothing on. 10 minutes to play here. The outlet there with Junior Etu out of play. This runs out of play. McIntosh will have a goal kick, and he takes quick. Gomez. Let's take it away. Oakland trying to go quickly. Johnson goes to ground. Looks like he slipped over top of the ball. Still won't get him the benefit of the doubt. A yellow card.
Oakland's yellow card issued number 22, E.J. Johnson. Card issued in the 82nd minute.
Just comes through. E.J. Johnson hasn't been able to make as positive as an impact that as he would like. E.J. Johnson, he's a player that if you can get him into form for their remainder games here, supply him with Peter Wilson, now you have 2 really good players that complement each other in terms of the profile. E.J. Johnson more of a runner. Peter Wilson wants the ball to feet. Throw in Danny Trejo if he can get healthy as well. You do have a lot of attacking options and a lot of attacking power if you are Benny Feilhaber. The biggest talking point is how do you get them the service that they would need and want in central locations. You need to start to figure out your balance centrally.
Almasnawi down the line, and this stays in play. Alexeev defended by Barnes, out of play. Corner kick for Oakland. It's powered by Ava Community Energy. will be Daniel Gomez again to stand over this. Gomez, good depth on it, back post. It was a big chance there for Oakland. That back post was wide open as Dick tried to get across the goal. He couldn't do so. It's out of play anyway, and now a sub here. We'll see Brigham Larson come on, 22-year-old from Norway. It's Augie Williams who will be replaced. A brace today for Williams. Not able to find that hat trick.
These are the opportunities that you need to take if you are the Oakland Roots. Just a little bit of coming together between Peter Wilson, or excuse me, Wolfgang Prentice and Elmas Now. Someone needs to take the initiative. That is a free ball back of the 6-yard box. That needs to be punched back into the dangerous area or even to the back of the net. Little minute details like that continue to lack for the Oakland Roots. Good touch.
Positive first touch, that is. Here come the Riverhounds. That cross blocked. Hackshaw there defensively. All the way to the end line, out of play. Goal kick, even on a yellow card, and maybe another foul that could have been a yellow card. He's still defending tough. Some confusion here. Appears it will be a throw-in for the Riverhounds. 5 minutes to go. Pittsburgh trying to get out of here with 3 points. Both goals coming in the first half. And a player down. This moment of healing brought to you by Anthem Blue Cross Health Insurance, so you too can sana. We could have you do the reads, Ricky.
Sana.
Yeah, I just learned what that meant, so.
What does it mean?
It's healing. I'll do my book report on it later, okay? As Perrin Barnes will come out of this game. It'll be Jason Borgi, a 23-year-old from New Jersey, to come in. Oakland, 4 minutes to go to try to find something out of this game. All it took last week was the 1 goal against Monterey Bay to get back on the winning track. Ended a 4-game winless run in all competitions, but right now they have their backs up against the wall against a very good Pittsburgh defense.
Talked about how stingy this back line for Bob Lilly is, only conceding 21 times in 2025. Show that they have a true shape in how they want to defend, be very compact, and also the willingness not to lose their individual duels. It's been a really good showing on the road after a tough travel day cross country for the Riverhounds to have a clean sheet for 88 minutes.
So Augie Williams, 2 goals, and big goals for Williams. Goals 82 and 83 in the USL Championship. That breaks what was a 3-way tie for second all-time with Cameron Lancaster and former Riverhound Nico Brett. So it's Augie Williams now all alone in second place.
Hackshaw's been involved in some really difficult altercations, this time with Chase Boone.
This time the foul goes against Boone, though. Here's Donor. He's been a bright spot today down the right side. Headed away. Oakland will try to go again. Give and go. Johnson couldn't get it back, and it swept clear all the way back to Kendall McIntosh. Here's Hackshaw. Camden Riley. He's played forward all the way to the end line. Eric Dick comes to claim it in front of Ilya Alexeev. And it is just broken down in those areas in the final third for Oakland today. Nothing has clicked. Oakland knew this was going to be a tough stretch upcoming. Thought though a home game today could help propel them into this stretch on the road. 3 of 4 away from home against very good opposition. They're gonna have to find something here, and maybe getting Peter Wilson back could be a step in the right direction. Danny Trejo as well. For right now, those are 2 glaring misses in the attacking areas. Oakland will have a set piece as we enter stoppage time. It's 5 minutes added on.
So it's going to be a big task for the Oakland Roots with no Peter Wilson in the lineup. You don't only lose goal-scoring ability, but you lose a presence that can occupy the 3 center backs for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, because they played bully ball majority of this game, winning every 50-50 ball, winning every aerial duel. Another good opportunity here for the Oakland Roots to really cause some chaos.
Delivery towards Eric Dick, commanding his penalty area very well. Going right through his teammate, Junior Eto.
As a goalkeeper, you're taught, teammate or not, you need to clear any sort of traffic in front of you. Hand-eye coordination, the ability to read the flight, but also to secure it and not let it spill. Good goalkeeping from Eric Dick.
Through the middle, broken up. A moment for Eric Dick as well. He has been great in this game. His 2nd season now with Pittsburgh. This is played over the top. Trying to hold on for another clean sheet. This would be a milestone clean sheet. His 30th in the USL Championship. His 9th so far this season. As he is there to take that one. The flag up for offside. And Dick has really moved around clubs quite a bit in his career. Sporting Kansas City, Tulsa, Phoenix, Columbus, Indy, and then Minnesota before he arrived in Pittsburgh. And that's life as a goalkeeper, and trying to find a spot where you can stick. And now at 30 years old, he has found his spot here in Pittsburgh.
I have to give credit to Eric Dick. The amount of adversity that he's had to deal with. You talked about the career path that he's taken, the amount of different clubs that he's had to dress for. Very easy just to hang your head and say, this is not for me. But he stuck with it, and now it takes one organization, one coach to believe in you, and you see how good he's been for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Really untouchable as a goalkeeper there.
Eric Dick today only having to make 2 saves. And that's because the back line in front of him has done their job. Maury Donor, final stages here in Oakland. That was a handball. Free kick going to the Roots, 2 minutes to go. Over the top, there's Dick again. And the crowd's still involved. It's such a well-supported club, and they are just yearning for some success. That success will not come, at least today. This is what Pittsburgh does, and it seems like it comes at the end of seasons, and how Bob Lilly can just get his team playing where they need to be playing. And he said the issue has been the lack of consistency. This needs to be a lack of, or needs to be more fundamentals. Focus in those defensive areas. Here's Eric Dick coming to claim it again. Says he wanted to take that first 45 against Tampa Bay and play 90 minutes like that. I think we can probably say they have today.
It's hard to find a coach in USL Championship that knows the league better than Bob Lilly and knows what it takes to be successful in USL, the ups and downs, the longevity of the season. So I don't think it's any coincidence that we see his side.
Maybe something here, and it's McIntosh to come and claim it.
Year after year, continue to find the right form deep into the season. Has the ability to press all the right buttons, get the reaction out of his side, and more importantly, get the buy-in from every single one of his individuals. And by doing that, the collective starts to come into form right around playoff time.
Full time from the Coliseum, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds with a dominating performance against the Oakland Roots. 2-0 winners and just their second road win of 2025. Honky Williams' brace is the difference. The fighter of the match is Kendall McIntosh, presented by Modelo. Reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. 3 saves today for McIntosh. He kept Oakland in this game, but in the end, not enough for the Roots. Oakland Roots and BART want to make sure you get home. Visit bart.gov/planner to plan your trip. We'll come back and wrap things up after this. Pittsburgh wins it 2-0.
Sana, sana. Sana, sana, colita de rana.
Sana, sana, colita de rana. Si no sanas hoy,
Sanará mañana.
Learn about low to no-cost health insurance with Anthem Blue Cross, so you and your family can sana sana.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You might not be related, but you're still family. You don't just give an extra hand. You give your whole heart and a whole lot of muscle. Because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you.
You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
O city by the bay, let hope renew.
Love shall fill the streets of more than a few.
From every direction, let us converge.
A symphony of love leading a glorious surge.
O city by the bay, let hope renew. Brilliant minds set us apart. A new course we shall chart.
O San Francisco, be mighty, be proud. In love-filled hearts, may hope ring loud.
Full-time handshakes for Bob Lilly for all of his players today. 2-0 winners over the Oakland Roots. A great performance and a happy flight home for the Riverhounds. Highlights from this one: in the 4th minute, it was an early goal, again an early goal for the Riverhounds on the road.
Oak back in through formation for the Riverhounds. Luke Biasi puts the ball in a dangerous area. Hackshaw, Gaggi, and Julian Bravo unable to clear their lines, and it falls kindly to Augie Williams, and he smashes this. Good technically finish for Augie Williams to open up the goal scoring for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds here on the road. And then the Oakland Roots just a bit sloppy. Kai Green, his first touch lets him down, tries to recover, takes out Augie Williams. He draws a pen. He makes no mistake about converting it, just roofs it into that top corner. No chance for Kendall McIntosh.
A brace and Augie Williams, his 82nd, 83rd goals in the USL Championship. Full-time stats, not a lot in this game for the Roots today.
Effective for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Not a lot of the ball, but took more of the opportunities for the Oakland Roots. You need to start to figure things out, going high up the field. Not clean enough, not decisive enough, and by that, you drop points at home.
A tough one to take for Oakland at home. Pittsburgh gets their second road win of the season. That'll do it for our coverage today from the Coliseum in Oakland. The Riverhounds come out west and grab 3 points. For our entire crew, broadcast partner Ricky Lopez-Espin, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long. Pittsburgh victorious in Oakland. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.